Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangai Stushthuvagum Sasthanubhi Vyashema Devahitayadayuh Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti nastarksho arishtanemihi Swasti no brihaspatir dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om, Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Today we will be entering into the, we are studying the Ganapati Atharva Sheersham. It is a Ganapati Atharva Sheersham is considered as a minor Upanishad. And we saw what does the Upanishad mean. That Upanishad is that when the seeker of the truth, who is a mumukshu, who he wants this state of liberation. And if we see in the Eastern philosophies, be it the religions, Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, these are all born from the East. This schools of thoughts. According to each one of them, the ultimate goal or destination of human birth is nirvana or moksha, liberation, salvation. So this person, now the seeker, he who wants to know the truth now this way, when he begins to seek answers and he approaches this guru. Who is this guru? The Sadguru. Sadguru itself means he who is enlightened with that Sat, that truth, that knowledge. He is a Shrotriya Brahmanishta who is not only well versed in the scriptures, but like we said, his own faith in the scriptures and his guru's words brought him to see that, know that, and he lives that truth now. So he speaks from there. So when the student has approached the guru such, and the guru imparts this knowledge, it is said, whatever that dialogue, those words spoken between the student and the teacher is in the form of Upanishad. So an Upanishad is actually just a dialogue between the teacher and the taught, and it is about the subject matter of the truth of reality. So Ganapati Atharva Sheersham is considered, an Upanishad, because you see, from today, what we are going to touch upon, 5th to the 8th verses, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, speak of the essence this way. That Brahman, that very substratum, that very tattvam, that very essence, which is being a causeless cause. Causeless cause meaning being independent. It is Swayambhu, Swata Siddha, self-established. It itself creates, sustains, and destroys whatever that appearance. It allows for everything to happen in it. It is the very basis, it is the very foundation. Now, this is the Advaitic thought. Not only is this the Advaitic thought, scriptures written before it, after it, any scripture, any Upanishad you approach, the subject matter is this. It speaks of oneness, that Brahman, and how we are all that. Okay, subject matter will not change. The approach might be a little different because each seer, it has been revealed to him one way. Each of us go seeking, isn't it? Now, if we have to travel and reach Kailash Mansarovar, suppose. Huh? Now, depending on where we are, each one of us, we will choose that particular route. There are many ways to get to Kailash, Mount Kailash. But Mount Kailash is that one only. There are no many Mount Kailashes because I approached it from a different angle. I will reach the same spot. So whether I'm coming from US, I'm coming from China, I'm coming from India, I'm traveling there, depending on which, route I take, there is finally, there is one door to that, and it is through Guru Mukha, as Guru Nanak's, that Bija Mantra says, it is Guru Prasad. That Buddhi Yoga that Bhagavan Krishna speaks about in the Gita, he says, I then give it to such a one who is deserving of this knowledge. So then I am in union with that. So the truth that I am seeking, the true nature of who I am, actually, I'm already that, but I don't know. What I assume myself to be is one I that I keep referring to. This I is seeking to know the true I, right? So from the small I to the capital I, so to speak. That capital I represents the self in all. All in oneself, and the same self is in all. This recognition, when it happens, is there something different that you become? No. What happens is you have become that self now. So that's why Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. The one who knows becomes that. Now he doesn't say, I know. Then how can you know that? Because you are already that. Like if somebody had to ask you, oh, do you know, asking about you to you only, what will you say? Will you say, yeah, I know her. You won't talk about that. No, you say, no, that is me. So who is the Acharya? Yes, that's me. You are talking to the Acharya, isn't it? I am not going to say, if you come at my doorstep. So it's like that. So that person who knows will not go about saying, I am the knower of Brahman. I can be the knower of Brahman only when I have not yet completely understood. Are you seeing this? I know my car, I know my house, I know, area that I am in, because that is not me, that is different from me. I use my car. I have a house that is different from me. Therefore, I know it. Until the time, now how are we? We want to know Brahman. We are different from it because it has not yet completely. We are still holding on. That Jiva is only seeking. The Jiva, as he begins to seek, he listens, he understands, he is completely absorbed in that. Okay? What happens is Jivahood merges like the tiny rainy raindrop, as it falls from the sky. Now it is like the Jiva, all scared, full of anxiety, worried. What will happen to my future? Where am I going to fall? What will this ocean be like? I'm falling into it now. And the moment it drops and touches the ocean, what happens? Jivahood has gone and it has merged and become the ocean now. So that is the Advaitic philosophy. When this ego, seeking to know the truth of its own self, is searching, and it seeks to know. And the moment it knows, what happens? The small ego dies. Okay, but who I am truly, I cannot die. I am that. I am that eternal. So I do not die. This ego alone dies. And that is why in our culture, even death is considered very auspicious, like we spoke about it, sometimes. So here, from the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, we should just read the verses and understand. Here, the seer is saying, Rishi is saying, Ganesha himself is that tattva. Huh? Like we saw when we talk of Shiva Puran, Shiva is considered that Parabrahman. When we speak of Devi Mahatmyam, Devi Purana, you talk of any other Purana, Vishnu Purana, huh? Depending on which deity it is, they say that is the one. The thing is, the one that they refer to, that Parabrahman, there is no difference in that. Which means whichever way you approach, if the approach is the right method, you will land in this truth. That Param Tattvam, that Brahman is attributeless, it is eternal, it has no form, okay? And it is consciousness in nature, existence, consciousness, bliss in nature. Okay. Now here the Rishi says, O Ganesha, you are that one. And we will see the essence, the tattvam of that truth is being spoken. These verses make this Ganapati Atharva Sheersham and Upanishad. So if some of you find it a wee bit, a little too difficult to digest right now, doesn't matter. Hear it. Let these words become familiar with the words and say, it's okay. Ganesha will reveal himself this way to me when the time is right, and leave it at that. So we shall just read these verses. Sarvam jagadidam tvatto jayate, sarvam jagadidam tvattastisthati, sarvam jagadidam tvailayameshyati, sarvam jagadidam tvai pratyeti, tvam bhumirapo nalo nilo nabha, tvam chatvari va atpadhani, tvam gunatrayatitah, tvam avastatrayatitah, त्वं देहत्रयातीतः, त्वं कालत्रयातीतः, त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं, त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः, त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं, त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरो. There are so many things here that has been mentioned as this is who you are, referring to Ganesha. Now, Ganesha is indicated, as we said, there is one thing that is known Shabdartha. Now here, if you just look at the Shabda, none of it may be foreign to us, very foreign to us, because we are born in this culture, we have heard it. But what is it indicating might be slightly. The hidden meaning of it is also mentioned here. Now the hidden meaning, each one has to work upon it, meaning we have to meditate upon these verses and then it is revealed to us. So what we can do is do Shravanam, do Mananam, understand what is indicated. Up to there, we can go ahead with these verses for now. After which, with a lot of purification, the ego losing its conditioning, the entanglement of the mind releasing itself, the true essence is revealed to us. So that's the whole spiritual journey, the process that happens. But here we will see, to indicate that truth, there are two ways. Now, even the scriptures, they speak of that. One is the Tathastha Lakshana and one is Swarupa Lakshana. Okay. Now, when we talk of Tathastha Lakshana, one example comes to mind. It is when in the Srimad Ramayana, it is said, Tulsidas Ji's Ramayana, it is said that Sita Maya is trying to describe, she has already seen Bhagwan Ram in the garden, in the Vatika. And, see, all this is just, literary, this added to now. Sita Maya already knows, she knows who Sri Ram is. But when she sees, it is the Leela that is played. She is with her friends and they know that, oh, now she is changed, her behavior has changed. From the first time she has spotted or seen Sri Rama, she is as good as lost her heart to him. So they say, we see some change in your behavior, what has happened, they want to know. And so they are just teasing her. And then when they are in the garden, they want to know who is this person who she has liked so much. And so she is looking, because on the other side, far away, Bhagwan Ram is there with Lakshmana and some two other attendants are with them. And as they are going, Sri Rama has also gone to pluck some flowers in the garden, and they are looking. So they are teasing her. Now she is all very shy. Lajja has come out. So she cannot directly point out to him. So she says, so you see that one, he's got that yellow shawl that he's wearing. So he says, oh, that one. She says, no, not that one. So it's not him. Then you see that one, he's got this scar on that hand. Oh, that one. No, not even him. She's very shy to say who he is. She doesn't want to point out and say that is the one. Okay, we are talking of Treta Yoga now, so we should not compare this. What is this? They were so. Today the world period is very different. We are not comparing, judging. We are not putting anybody down here. It was said like that yes, that was the period we are talking of. Ramayana was written thousands of years ago. Okay, so here, so she says, no, not that one. That one. Oh, so Nana, next to him, not this one. So she goes, this is Tatastha Lakshana. So when you are, it is indicated here, not saying this is what it is. You know why this is needed? Okay, because now what are we doing? I want to know who I am. And that itself is a very confusing statement. So if for some people who think this is all we are, the body and the mind, they will say, where is the confusion? I am this body, don't you know? I mean, that's very silly that you say you don't know yourself, he thinks. So that is why it is said that two people who are never confused is the Ajnani and the Jnani. The totally ignorant one is never confused about who he is. And he knows, I am so and so. This is all there is to it. Nothing more than this. All those people who tell more than this are fools. They are just making you. And the Jnani knows who he is. So he is not confused either. Now, the in-between, intelligent, sensitive ones, who are thinking, they have come to recognize that we are this, but there is something more to us than what meets the eye. He is intelligent enough, okay, but he still doesn't know the truth. So he is not jnani enough now, okay. So he is in that in-between stage, okay. So here, Tatastha Lakshana is required, because who am I? I am this person, this body, I can explain to you, I am 5 feet in height, I am so many kilos in weight, I am dark complexioned, I am this way, these are my feelings, I am a positive person, I am a negative person, whatever it is, no? And I like this, I don't like this. We can describe ourselves with all our likes and our attachments and our associations. I am associated with this club. I am an atheist. I am a theist. Whatever ism we are following, all of this is who or what describes me, isn't it? Now, it is not. That is not who I am. So the scriptures have to use this Tatastha Lakshana. Acha, you know this body? I know that you are not. Okay? So rule that out. Then what about the mind? The feelings and all, no? Drop all those things because that's not who you are truly. No, but I'm so associated and attached with all these ideas. That, no? That we identify, no? We recognize, no? Not that. Okay? So we are removing, because this needs to be done. I need to be 100% clear that it was not this. Only then the truth of who I am will come forth. I only see what I am seeking. Understand? I should therefore become familiar with it. So then Swarupa Lakshana is also given. You are that consciousness without any attributes. That is Swarupa Lakshana. When I say Atman is Satchit Ananda Swarupa, I am talking about exactly what it is. So that is, so two ways here. So that is why you will see Ganesha is also being described like this. And what is it saying? Saying here, Sarvam Jagadidam Tvatto Jayate. This entire world, Sarvam Jagad Idam, Idam Sarvam Jagat, is born from you. Tvatto Jayate. Tvattaha Jayate. Jayate means born. Sarvam Jagadidam Tat. This Jagat Idam Sarvam, everything, all that. This universe is what? Whatever I know through my senses and my mind and my intellect, my world of experience is born from you only. And Tvattastishtati, it exists in you only. Understand? It is existing in you only. And Sarvam Jagadidam Tvai Layam Ishyati. That is, it simply merges in you. Okay? Then it is said, Sarvam Jagadidam Tvai Pratyeti. Then it comes back from you. And you are Bhumi, Anala, Nabha, Anila, which means what? You are earth, bhumi, apaha, water, anala, fire, anila, air, nabaha, space. Tvam bhumi, rapo, nalo, nila, navaha. That is what it means. What are these? 5 great elements out of which all creation has come forth. You are only that. Here we must see. Now, when we say creation, sustenance, and Tvai Laya Neshyati, it comes into Laya, it goes into Laya Sthiti. If we just see, because next we are also talking of Gunatraya, Avasthatraya. What is this? How does this come about? You are the very light, you are that very consciousness which illumines this world to me. What is this world? This world is a field of experience which I know through my senses, through my mind, my intellect. This world rises in you, is sustained by you, it merges in you. What do we see in the waking state? What is our waking state? That means this jiva is awake, is interacting through the senses and the mind, and it knows everything that is happening outside of it. That is what we call waking state, isn't it? Then there is one stage we go into dream state where you are partially aware and partially unaware. Partially aware of what? Not this world that is actually there. In your dream state, you are in the bed, but you are dreaming of something. And that is not really there at that time, but you have gone into another loka almost. And when you wake up from it, you say, oh, that was such a dream, right? That is created. Who's created that? Huh? It is created in consciousness only. And then there is one stage when you've gone into deep sleep. Here there is nothing known of the world, nothing known of the dream world also. Isn't it? What is happening in deep sleep state? I don't know. I was not there. That is the state. And that, when you wake up, you know that you were not there. Right? That means some light was illumining that state also. Otherwise, you would not have known when you woke up that there was some state when there was nothing. Right? So, this is what the seer is referring to. That you are that in whom all of creation. This is about us individually when we speak about. Now, the entire universe also wakes this way, is created this way in consciousness. And you are that consciousness. And in you, it is sustained. And in you, it is dissolved. That's what he says here. We must understand this way. And he says, Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani. You are the 4 kinds of speech. The world of speech. Here, now, this world of speech, what, the entire world actually of speech is given as though 4 forms. See, without nama, without word, it is very difficult to communicate, to describe, the world around us. If you see anything and everything that the mind knows it because something has a name and a form. Nama and form, nama and rupa is what the world is made up of. Now this nama, the name itself is known because of speech, right? Now, there are 4 aspects to the speech also. What is that? What 4 classifications? That is para, pashyanti, madhyama, and vaikhari. Okay, just listen to this. Okay, if it is too technical, let it be. Listen to it. What is para? Para is when there is. Okay, let us see this conversation that we have. Now, we will start with Vaikhari, okay, not Para. Vaikhari, as I am speaking, these words are coming to your ears and you're picking up something, isn't it? Sound waves are coming. Now, these words are spoken, it is loud, which means what? This spoken word is trying to explain something that is an idea in my mind, right? There is a thought which gains expression through this word. This word, when it is like this loud and tangible and for everyone to hear, it is called Vaikhari Vani. It is manifested. It is a manifested thought actually. So words are nothing but manifested thought. A thought is very subtle until it does not find an expression this way. So this spoken word, and the spoken word is needed to know the world. Who are you, who I, how are we related to each other is all through the word, all through speech. We may speak different languages, but speech is there and word is there, isn't it? That you cannot deny. So see, this whole, there was one Mahatma who wanted me to do a PhD on this. He said, you should take this up because it's such a in-depth subject, of how from consciousness there is this mind, there is a thought that arises and that thought finds recognition, and from recognition to expression and vyapya, that is different altogether. Okay, so here we are talking of Vaikhari Vani, as this reaches you. Okay, so we are speaking in a language that both of us know, so that when the word is used, everyone understands one meaning of Huh? Now, before explaining, suppose anybody, however great an orator that person is, a politician or economist, if he is told, please tell us what is the economic condition of India today, he will also take 5 minutes, isn't it? He will say, let me put my thoughts together. He will not just start blabbering. First tell you the conclusion, then come to the introduction, then it will be total confusion. So he will gather the thoughts within himself. That is the madhyama. That is what is the before becoming Vaikhari. He will say, let me think about it. How best? And so he will ask the person, how much time do I have? Are you giving me 5 minutes or do I have half an hour? You have half an hour. Oh, I have half an hour to speak about it. Then let me think about it furthermore, because let me be able to say a lot more and with examples and everything. Now I said, within 2 minutes, can you tell me? Most of these interviews that are done, chat shows that we have, they say, you have few seconds to tell, and before you can even open your mouth, your time is over. So in that time, that person has to think and make it Vaikhari also. This is Madhyama, when it has not yet manifested, but very clearly the individual is thinking about it and wants to enforce it, give it that force to reach out as a word. Then there is a Pashyanti. Actually, I'm going the other way, okay, from the manifested, from the grossest. Third is Madhyama, second is Pashyanti. Pashyanti is what? When this thought itself occurs in the individual. When that thought has come and you have still not done much about that thought. Okay. So that is there. And this is Pashyanti. The individual is seeing it as though. And then there is Para. Para meaning that thought is in the unmanifest state in consciousness. Okay, so our thoughts arise in consciousness. When you begin to see, so even in our meditations and how, all of this has a lot of importance when we are doing japa, when we are doing meditation. When we say, just learn to watch the thought, don't follow the thought, that thought should not gain expression towards Vaikhari. In fact, when we are chanting from Vaikhari to Madhyama to Pashyanti and Para, it must go. And you must be sucked into that consciousness finally. Here the seer is saying, you are that very one which empowers, which allows for that thought to arise in consciousness, made visible, and then exposed and expressed. So you are the very one. Tvam Chatvari Vakpatani. And how are you? You are that very essence, Brahman consciousness. Your innate power you have. What is the power that you have? That you create, sustain, and destroy the very creation in you, within you, and you yourself remain untouched by it. Okay, so these gunas are born in you. Every creation is because of the gunas in the 5 great elements. Space, air, fire, water, earth. These are the elements which are made up of the 3 gunas. Gunas are sattva, rajas, and tamasic gunas. Now, because of the permutation and combination of the 3 gunas and the 5 great elements, the entire creation is born out of that. Somewhere dominance of sattva guna, somewhere dominance of rajo guna, and somewhere dominance of tamo guna, along with dominance of akasha, space, or fire, or water, or earth, or air. And entire creation is nothing but different permutation combination of these 8. And who is Ganesha? Tvam gunatrayatitaha. You are beyond the 3 gunas. You transcend that. You are the Turiya Avastha. You are that which holds. You know, like if suppose here I am and I have a talent, some talent. What is that? Singing, let us take, for example. Okay, so there is this singing ability, talent in me. Now, this talent to be expressed is dependent on me, isn't it? Because other than this, I am made up of many other attributes and I have a lot of other things. So when I feel like singing, that talent expresses itself. The talent cannot rest by itself. It is not independent. It is dependent on me for its expression. But how am I? I still exist whether that talent is there or not there. Isn't it? Who am I? Even if that talent is there, today it is there, tomorrow I'm bored with it, I'm not singing anymore, or that talent just dies off. Doesn't matter. I am still there. So this is how Ganesha is. He is Brahman. He is that consciousness which is, and it is independent of the three gunas. The three gunas for its expression is dependent on Ganesha. So Ganesha is beyond the three gunas. Ganesha Tvam Avasthatrayatitaha. Beyond the avasthas. What are the avasthas? Jagrat avastha, Swapna avastha, and Sushupti avastha. Avastha is state of experience. Which condition? What conditions? Three fields of experience each one of us goes through. This is universal. Whether you're Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, whether you're human or otherwise, there are these three avasthas we know, especially the human life we know definitely. What is that? What we call waking state, which we take to be reality. Then we all have seen dreams. Whether we remember those dreams or no, we know what the dream state is. And then there is one state which is called deep sleep state, Sushupti. What is that state? When we don't know anything. Because if you ask, hey, you know there was a loud bang last night at 2 o'clock. I didn't know. Where were you? I was fast asleep. I was dead to this world. Where were you? I didn't hear a thing. How could you not hear? Why? Ears, nose, everything shut shop. Dukan band ho gaya. Mind, where was your mind? Not there. It had fallen asleep. It was not available. See, that means the mind only all this world exists in the mind. When the mind is there, not there, there is no mind. There is no world also. And what happens in the waking state? The mind is fully active. Okay, so you see the world and fully, and we think that is real. Dream state, what happens? You are sleeping in the bed. You are in the bedroom. But the mind is available and it's gone somewhere. It's gone into some forest area. It's gone into some mountains. And it is in that mountain, snow-clad mountain, and you are shivering now. And you are all alone. You're searching for some warmth. And then you see the snow leopard. You are terrified because you're going to be killed now. All this is happening. Why? Mind is available. It has not yet slept. It has not gone to deep sleep state, but there is no knowledge of the body. Partially mind is awake. Partially it has gone to sleep. If it was fully awake, you would have known you're in the bed. There would be no fear. But you don't know. Then you are being chased, and then you run and you hit your hand. You have put something down and you say, gosh, the whole mind wakes up. Oh, so stupid I was. That was just a dream. Here I am lying in the room. Right? So we all go through that avastha. Partially the mind was there and you say, how silly of me. That was a dream. So for the dreamer, that was reality. In that time. He didn't know he was sleeping in the room. Reality is that he is sleeping in the room. His body is nicely rested. It has not left the room. Forget going into some snow-clad mountain. But what has happened? Reality, even if it was for 1 minute that he saw the dream, he went into that world and that was real for him. Through the mind, what the mind shows you think that is real. Now, this mind is made up of the 5 great elements and the 3 gunas. It is a creation. It is illumined by this consciousness. Okay, this consciousness is beyond the realm of the mind. This mind exists because it is illumined by that consciousness, and by the way, that consciousness only we are. We have to remember that, because we understand all, oh, like that consciousness is like that. Okay, I leave it there. I don't cover that, complete that circle. That consciousness is who I am. Oh, so I am the one who's illumining the mind. I am not the mind. Yes. That is the essence of this Ganapati Atharva Sheersham Upanishad. So, how is that? You are beyond avastha trayatita. You are beyond these 3 avasthas. You are the one who is illumining the 3 avasthas. Who knows, because of your light, we know this is waking state, this is dream state, this is deep sleep state. And when waking is there, deep sleep is not there. Which means one is refuting the other. That means that can't be the truth, right? What is the truth? Truth means it has to be available all the time. When deep sleep state is there, no dream is there and no waking state is there. Which means the waking and sleep cannot be reality, because you are already refuting it in your deep sleep state. That avastha is not known. Right? So then, these avasthas are not the truth of what we are. You are the very basis, that Brahman, which illumines these 3 states. So if I want to know you, I have to know you this way. That you are that light, you are beyond the 3 avasthas. Tvam deha trayatitaha. Deha, body. You are beyond the 3 bodies. In Vedanta we study that. What is the 3 bodies? What? It is the sthula sharira, gross body, sukshma sharira, subtle body, and karana sharira, causal body. You are beyond the 3 bodies. You are the very basis because of which these 3 gain some form and have been grouped. Initially, what did you namaste, Ganapati, 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 who is he? Who's Ganapati? The Lord of all these groups. So whatever falls under Sula Sharira, gross body, is that which is tangible, which is known through the senses. It is made up of matter. This body is made up of matter. Mountain, river is made up of matter. So all of these things fall under one group, Sthula Sharira. Then there is the Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma Sharira, whatever we call our feelings, our ideas, the mind. Mind is not visible, tangible. I cannot touch it. Yet, we all, like, I can hide my thoughts from you. We all can do that. But we can't hide this body from each other. It is seen. It is for everyone to see and know. Right? So this becomes it is invisible to the senses. So this is the subtle world. And the world, you see, is made up of this subtlety. Okay? So that is one group we have. Okay? And then there is one which we call Karana Sharira. What is this Karana Sharira? That which is still not manifested. This body is already manifested. See? Ideas are manifest, my feelings towards somebody, towards some things is manifested, is related, and I'm expressing my mind. So it is already manifested. Yet to manifest, it is like, the apple seed. You take a seed, it is the Karana Sharira of that apple tree, which means it has the potential to manifest as an apple tree tomorrow. With the right conditions, that seed holds, like that, Right now, there is just a lot of potentiality waiting to manifest in the gross world and the subtle world. It is as of now in the unmanifest, but just waiting to sprout at the right time, it will manifest. That is the Karana Sharira. Now, who is Ganesha? Ganesha is beyond the three Shariras, beyond these three groups. He illumines the three groups. He is the very basis because of which these three are known and are enlivened, empowered. So, Tvam Dehatrayatita, you're beyond that. Tvam Kalatrayatita, Kala, three periods of time we know, that we know very well. What is that? Past, present, and future. He is beyond time. This is what is said. In fact, what time itself is creation. Man, we have created it, isn't it? We studied that the earth takes this much time to revolve around itself and then go around the sun. So much time it takes. So we can decide for ourselves. We will call this one day and we will call this 1 year. So then it becomes convenient for all of us to come to some understanding. Like we say, our meeting will be at 7:30 in the evening, so everyone understands what time, and then we even put it Indian Standard Time. Okay, so we know, right? Just for our convenience. But what has happened today? We are lost in it. That is binding us so much, we don't recognize ourselves as something which is timeless. We do not know that. What could timelessness be? But that is who Ganesha is. Kala Trayatitaha. Time cannot apply to him. He is the one because of whom time itself is born. And see, if you see, this time is just reference what humankind has decided. No, this is time. From the point of view of a butterfly or a moth, I believe that lives 24 hours only. So according to the human, the 24 hours is a very short time. But according to the butterfly, it's its own lifetime. It doesn't know. And for it, it might, if it comes to know ever that the human lives for so many years, years made up of so many lifetimes, 365 lifetimes of mind make up 1 year. So for him, we are already eternal. He can't, and that is just 1 year, and like that, the human lives for 70 years. The butterfly will not fathom this. So like that, we cannot right now think of this idea of timelessness, because we are so conditioned into thinking that this is what, and my past and my present and my future, this is what we are caught up. But Ganesha is the one who is transcended this, who illumines time. Because of him, time is known. And Tvam Mooladhara Sthitosi Nityam, Tvam Shakti Trayatmakaha, Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam. It is difficult to conceive that which is beyond everything. No time, no space, no form. How do I conceive? So when these yogis, they meditate, when the yogis are meditating, they say, okay, it is, let us give it one space. So you are ever seated in Mooladhara, root, Adhara, you are the very foundation. And though God is all pervading, Ganesha is all pervading, when you need to meditate on him, we give him one place. We say, you are, where are you, Sthita? Especially the yogis who follow the Shakti path, the Kundalini Yoga, they say your base is in the Mooladhara. That is why yogis, when they meditate upon the Mooladhara chakra, they say the presiding deity is Ganesha. He is the root of all Shakti. Shakti Trayatmakaha, again. 3 kinds of Shakti. What is that? Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. He is the very base, and he is the essence of that. He is the one who can give us, the desire that arises in each one of us. See, even to know him, there has to be a desire that happens through his grace only. So when we worship, when we do puja also, hey Bhagavan, let me desire to know this. That also we know comes from you. So please bless me with that. Now that I know that the ultimate is when I come to recognize you, let my interest in you grow. Otherwise, what happens? We are so caught up with the world. This world is so attractive. It is imitation gold. Imitation gold always shines better. You can do so many things with it. That jewelry looks so nice. You don't want to go for the real gold. This is what the world is. It is so appealing. You feel if I go there, I will get my bliss. If I go and get that, I will be really happy. You keep on trying. That happiness lasts, it comes to you, no doubt, because you are of the nature of happiness. You will be happy. But what happens? It soon dries away. Why? You thought it came from there. It is not from there. We do not recognize that. It is so appealing. So we pray this way. Oh, Ganesha, no? You are the one, you are the force. That ichha within me, to know you, please grant me that ichha. And then to work upon it. That very energy to do any kriya for that matter. From where does that energy come? It is given to us, isn't it? Have you and I built it up for ourselves? In fact, we work against it very often. Some energy we need to get through meditation, through the food that we eat. We eat all the wrong kinds of food, and the more energy is required to just digest what we are, the energy that we are supposed to use to fuel us ourselves. So very often, we don't even know what we should desire for and how to go about it. So this, please grant us this. He is the very one who drives us this way and also gives us that knowledge. To be able to grasp something also requires the Udana Prana. Udana Prana is, when that food is absorbed, that energy that is digested in the stomach, that energy is supplied everywhere for the body to do its work. Do we even know how all this is already happening in the body? From the time we are born, we have no clue how this is happening. This is Ishvara's creation. And like that, when we are spoken to of something, and when there is an understanding that is happening, where and how is that understanding happening? Have we ever paid attention to this? The moment we have understood, we say, oh, very nice. What happened? When suddenly you said, I got it. When we don't have it, we break our head. And then there is tension. I'm not understanding. And when we understand, release, what is this? Even that energy to grasp an idea that is beyond us, it is empowered by Ganesha himself. So he is that Shakti rests in him. That Shakti, which has the power to and live in all of this. He is beyond that Shakti rests in him. He is not only that Shakti. He is far beyond that. Okay, like I said, it is one of the things. If I have a talent for singing, that talent will be expressed, but I am not that talent. That talent is dependent on me. It is like that. So that's why he is that very embodiment. He has that Shakti. Tvam yogino dhyayanti nityam. You are the one who the yogis are ever meditating upon. Yogis, the one who are this way trying to be in union with the truth, the ultimate truth, that self, that consciousness, who is the self in all, this Ganesha, this way the yogis are meditating. This is the essence, let me say, the eighth. Now we will go to the eighth verse. Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnustvam, Rudrastvam, Indrastvam, Agnistvam, Vayustvam, Suryastvam, Chandramasstvam, Brahma Bhur Bhuvaswarom. We know the world. You are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Indra, the god of all gods. Then we have, the elements, fire, sun, moon. These are the divine deities. You are all of that, the base of all of that. From there, these are the manifestations. You only appear as Brahma, you only appear as Vishnu, you only appear as Shiva. We see all of these things because we are limited in our understanding. So we say creation is happening here, death happened there. We are seeing it as though they are different. Okay, but it is this Ganesha only, because of whom these variation in consciousness is also seen. Somewhere we are seeing birth, somewhere sustenance. That very consciousness is seen as fire somewhere, as water somewhere, as coolant somewhere, as heater somewhere. You are the very three worlds. What are the three worlds? Earth, heaven, and hell. Bhur, Bhuvasvara, and the Chandrama. The intellect is the sun. Chandrama, the moon, our mind. All of this is represented. And if you see, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra empower us to create, sustain, and destroy. Indra empowers our actions. Agni, our speech, including all the sense organs, Vayu, the sense of touch is because of Vayu. Surya, our intellect. Chandrama, our mind. This way, nothing from the ant to the creator is nothing but the manifestation of Bhagavan Ganesha. He is that Param Tattva. So what you see is in these verses 5 to 8, that entire creation is attributed to him, but what is said is he is not his attribution. He is beyond this. What is seen is just part of him. Everything that is known, from a pipilika, an ant, to Brahmaji himself, creator himself, is nothing but an expression, a manifestation of Ganesha. And Ganesha is that Param Tattva. He is that Brahman, all-pervading consciousness, which simply is in the form of existence. It is in the form of consciousness, and they are not separate from each other. Existence, consciousness is one. In being, it is of the nature of knowing. It is completely conscious and aware all the time. This is the nature of Bhagavan Ganesha. Suddenly our Lord has become too deep and very, very difficult to fathom. He was our favorite God, such a cheerful one. We find so much solace in him, such warmth, and everything becomes Mangalmay when he is around. No, when Ganesha comes, so much cheer and such auspiciousness known around him. Oh boy, he is that deep. What is this? I have not understood what this universe is. It is said that he is beyond this universe. So it is not, he is very, very deep, good. It is like a rahasyam, a top secret. Bhagavan Krishna says that is a royal secret. That royal secret, the essence, Bhagavan, you show me that also sometime when I'm ready. In the meantime, as I am preparing myself, let me be on the path that you show me. that let me be on the path that you want me to express myself, because at least I have heard now that you are the essence of all, including me. So if you are the one, then let me be driven by you. Huh? Let every speech of mine, every thought of mine, every action of mine, you are the one who is empowering and enleveling. Let me be that instrument which is driven by you. Isn't it? Ganesha, now you, through every speech and action of mine, let it be Mangalkara. Let it be auspicious. So what happens through this body, even I rejoice and I bring about rejoicement in all around me. Huh? So this can be our prayer very much. And definitely we know Lord Ganesha is listening to us, because he is the one who is just distributing that modak to all. He is enjoying the ultimate, that modak, which we will all be making on Saturday when we celebrate his birthday. That is very sweet. And what is that? He has that jnana to give us, which will empower us with this wisdom, after which there will be no fear at all. We would be in that state of bliss and ecstasy that he is in. So to get to know that, we are going to be saying this prayer, like I said, before sleeping. I hope you all chanted it yesterday. Tonight also before sleeping, do the Atharva Sheersham, chant it, read it like the way you know. If you don't know to chant it properly, just go through what was spoken about him. For tomorrow, very importantly, the seer takes us through, the Rishi takes us through the meditation on how Ganesha and the very Bija mantra is given to us. Okay, so tomorrow will be in deep worship and meditation on Ganesha. So that is a very beautiful thing that we will be going through tomorrow. Huh? How Ganesha revealed himself and how the seer has given it to us for us to begin our meditation. So we are ready to receive him in every way now, this Ganesh Chaturthi. So for today we will conclude here. Be ready for worship of Ganesha tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Shanti.